I really like cooking with friends, you know, and it's good fun. I like to think I learn a lot about them, and they get to learn a little bit about me too. These days, it's all the rage to meet new people online. But before I hop on the computer, I'll pour a glass of wine. I think that rhymed a little bit. A friend is someone who knows you as you are, understands where you have been, accepts what you have become, and still gently allows you to grow. William Shakespeare. Later on, I'll make the director pick that one up. Anyway, my most preferred way to meet people online is in this little chat room called Cuisine Cafe, and I've been chatting with a lovely chap named Scott, and he would like to have a video call before we meet in person. Hello, Scott.
Hi, Herbert.
Back over there, Jeff.
Are you filming this?
Yes, that's right. You're part of today's show.
Well, this is just like in my fantasy. It's so good talking with you.
And it's lovely to talk with you too.
I've said goodbye to the few people who care about me, and I think I'm ready to meet now.
Despite having one or two people in his life who care for him, Scott is actually quite lonely. But fortunately, we've devised a way that he never has to feel that way ever again. By the way, Scott, what do you think about mushroom sauce?
I don't like mushrooms very much.
Well, what sauces do you like?
Ketchup with chicken tenders.
Sounds woefully boring, but I think I can rise to the challenge. You make your way over here, and in the meantime, I'll prepare for your arrival. Ta-ta, Scott.
Bye, Herbert.
Now, you're probably wondering, how on earth am I going to make an interesting program out of chicken tenders and ketchup? Well, let me tell you, it's more interesting than it sounds. I've actually been preparing for this day for quite some time now. So, while Scott makes his way over, I'll polish off this glass of wine, and with the magic of television, he should be here quite shortly. Oh, beautiful. So, I should explain that I had a bit of a late one last night, and so I had a slight mishap with a knife. Consequently, Scott did not make it through the ordeal, but he will make an appearance in part, however. So, what we will be needing is 2 eggs, 1 packet of panko breadcrumbs, 15 grams of milk. This is a spice mix of ground onion, ground garlic, paprika, salt and pepper. Over here's 200 grams of plain flour. In this pan we have 200 grams of olive oil because it's healthier than canola. Back over here is about 500 grams of Scott tenders, although today we'll just be cooking 2. Anyway, first you'll want to mix the milk with the eggs, beat it together. Now we mix the spices with the panko breadcrumbs. Just mix it in a little bit there. And meanwhile, you want to make sure that your olive oil is around 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is take our tenders and coat them in the flour so they're nicely coated. Now we dip them in the breadcrumbs, again till they're nicely coated. Now lastly, we put them in the oil. And if you're really quick, you can crumb the rest of them while the first two are cooking. Now, you're probably wondering, but Herbert, what about the ketchup? Well, just hold on a bloody moment, would you? Just simply get 15 grams of honey, add roughly around 60 grams of boiling water. I'm adding 250 grams of tomato paste with 4 grams of mustard. Half of a chopped shallot. This is a spice mix of cinnamon and cloves, salt and pepper, all 3 grams each. Blend it together with an immersion blender. Done. Now that should be just in time for chicken tenders to be ready. There you have it. You know, I think Scott would have actually liked this one. It would have been the first time in years where he would have actually liked himself. Yes. Oh, what? It's a bloody joke. That director's always so serious all the time. Why don't you just pour yourself a glass of wine and stop being such a pretentious git? It's lovely and crispy on the outside, still juicy and tender on the inside, with that lovely punch of flavor from our ketchup. And I can feel Scott's essence joining with mine in every bite that I take. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go lie down, be sick on the floor, while my director cleans up any leftover, filth. Ta-ta!
Nay,